Hey, what's going on, guys? Todd Holland here, MLO Funnels. Wanted to show you guys some quick tricks on the iPhone to help you make your follow-up process a little bit smoother when you do get a response back from one of the leads. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be texting big, long sentences throughout the whole day to the 5, 10, maybe 15 leads that we generated for you. That's not going to be a good use of your time, right? So the bots automate the first wave of communication, which lasts between 14 days and about 6 months. Really, it varies. So when that person responds back to the original series of text messages that we're sending, that text message comes right back to your phone for you to kind of engage them and get them, along the lines of getting pre-approved, right? So the way to do that, the way to kind of automate that process the best you can is either using an automated service like Iva, which will cost between $1 and $2 extra per lead, which is actually a pretty good deal because we get you guys leads cheap, for very cheap actually. So it's not a horrible deal, but it is an extra cost. The other thing you can do is go here into your settings, right? And I'm going to go into general and then keyboard, right? And then text replacement. And so what I'll do is I'll add a few of my questions that I'm usually asking my leads. If you have a sales process or a catch process or some, I do 6 questions. So I'll go into that right here when I'm qualifying a lead to get more data out of them before I hand them off to a real estate partner, or to maybe even get them pre-approved if they're willing to talk that much about their purchase, right? So first thing you do is you want to type out the phrase. Um, I like to start with something positive just so I remember to do it. So great, we can help with that. And then I'm going to go ahead and start asking my 6 questions. So my first question is going to be, what areas are you interested in? Right? And you want to capitalize everything so it looks good. And for the shortcut, I'm going to call this thing at F1. You want to use something that you normally wouldn't trigger on accident so it doesn't, irritate your typing. Most people don't use the at sign unless they're on Twitter or something like that. And so you can use something different if you are on Twitter a lot, but I like to use the at sign, F for follow up, 1 for message number 1 in the follow up sequence. We're going to save that and do another one. The next question, let me just do my positivity. Awesome. What's your time frame to move? And the shortcut is going to be F2, right? And you just repeat this process for every question that you normally ask a lead to qualify them whether they're a good lead or not, right? So the next question for me is going to be, let's say, perfect. Are you currently working with, let me just make sure everything's spelled properly, working with a real estate agent? And we're going to call this at F3. And that's all I'm going to do for now. But if you get those ones in, it's really easy to handle some of these leads if you have the same sales process for each one. A lead comes in, you wait for them to respond to the text message robots, automations that we have in place. When they do, you just hit them with this at F1, at F2, at F3, all the way through your sales process. And it makes your job way, way easier. And you can have an assistant do it for you at that time because then you have the script already pre-programmed. So hope this is helpful for you guys. I love this trick and I'm sure you guys will too.